Are you looking for sealed product and singles? You can find it all on Channel Fireball. Please use my Tablemon affiliate code when checking out to help support my content. Looking for PTGO codes? Poton Store has all the latest sets and promos, instantly delivered to your email. You can use Tablemon code when checking out for 5% off. If you're from Europe, Millipots Gaming has a wide array of sealed products, singles, and more. You can use Tablemon code when checking out for 5% off.
Tablemon.
Welcome everyone, welcome to a brand new day here in Tablemon's channel. I don't say Road to Worlds 2021 because we don't know really anything yet, but welcome to another video. Thanks so much for being here. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, it helps the channel, it takes you 1 second, and or subscribe. It really helps out in terms of our growth and our content. So this Welder box deck, it got some success at one tournament and then it never saw the light of day again, so I figured I would give it another try today. It's a Welder box deck that relies on the Aurora Energy to get different attacks, or to get access to different attacks, such as Rhyperior's Drill Run and Heavy Rock Artillery to counter alternatives, such as Milotic's Aqua Impact to counter Centiskorch. We also have potential access to Paralyzing Bolt and Super Zap Cannon with Vikavolt, so a lot of typing coverage. And then we just have the fire package in Torkoal, Heatran, Victini, and Volcanion. A bunch of really good attackers, obviously, and then we also have Dubwool V to close out games. The deck relies on Welder, just like Mewtwo Welder from yesterday, and the Pokégear engine to set up. We have the 4 Quick Balls and 3 Pokécoms. No Cherish Balls this time, although there is merit to playing Cherish Balls, but our main attackers are V Pokémon, right? And we also have a bunch of support V Pokémon. So Quick Ball and Pokécom can get everything in the deck. Cherish Ball can only get the Dedennes and the Heatran, so maybe not so good over here. We have switches, we have Reset Stamp, we have Fire Crystals to recover the fires. We have a single Surge, which feels a little out of place. I feel like I would probably make this a second Reset Stamp, so actually let me make that change, because having the one copy at the right time is just really difficult. So yeah, let's jump into a ladder and see if we can draw well, and therefore get some good results with this Welder box deck. Let's see what happens here. Alright, so we're up against the best 777. The Keldeo deck box makes me fear that they're playing a water deck. I have a Squirtle deck box, which is kind of like the opposite of what this Welder fire-based deck showcases. But I have a system, okay? There's a reason why this deck has a Squirtle deck box, and Squirtle deck box means it's a deck I need to make a video on soon. Charmander deck box means it's a deck that I either am using in a tournament currently or I plan on using in a tournament soon. And a Bulbasaur deck box is a deck that I am not using currently in a tournament, but also I already made a video on it. Yeah, so now you'll know, like if you face off against me, you'll know, depending on the deck box, what exactly is happening, right? Ooh, we're up against a baby Charizard deck. I didn't notice that with the Dedenne discard. I do heavily rely on this Pokégear hitting a Welder, otherwise I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. The double gets discarded, there's the Charmander, no retreat, so I have a free knockout here if... Okay, that top deck is interesting because now what I can do is I can Aurora Energy, right? Discard a fire. Then I can do this Pokécom for Crobat, and that draws me 3 cards, and then I can Pokégear. So essentially I'm looking at the next 10 cards with Pokégear to find a Welder instead of the next 7. The counterpoint to that is if I just played the Pokégear and didn't find anything, I could just Pokécom for Dedenne, right? But then I would be losing the energies, and Welder is good if you have the energies in hand. And now I just found the Welder naturally, which is nice. And I can KO this poor Eldegoss. I don't have anything else left, but I'm really surprised. Like she committed the energy, but then didn't do anything. And taking 2 prizes against this non-V non-VMAX deck is actually a pretty big deal. Because now she needs Rare Candy, Charizard, a Welder for 2, and the ability to knock me out. If she does find that, then I'm in trouble, right? Although, no, yeah, I am in trouble because I would have potential access to Milotic to get a return KO, but I also would need an Aurora Energy. And getting the Milotic is easy, getting the Welder I have a chance thanks to a Pokégear, but finding the Aurora Energy, one of my 3 Aurora Energies left, would actually be probably very problematic. Oh, we just see a pass. We see a simple pass, okay. So with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quick pull away the fire because I have the crystal. And my Eldegoss is priced. Okay, I feel like I should go for Dubwool. So here's what I'm planning. I go for Dubwool. I mean, it's just KOing this guy offers me nothing, right? Offers me absolutely no advantage. So maybe I just go for the Milotic. Well, I do have, yeah. What do I want? If I whiff this, well, I'm gonna boss this turn though, right? Yeah, never mind. Okay, I will grab the Dubwool. I don't want to rely on the Aurora Energy to win. That's the whole thing. Yeah, I don't want to rely on the Aurora Energy to win. So I'm gonna finish off the Rhyperior. I think that's important. And then setting up another attacker is also important. And I'm just gonna keep these resources. I'll hot burn. The Rhyperior denies her cards, denies her setup, which is fantastic. I get the Crobat, I get the Eldegoss to recycle Welder, except I only have 1 fire energy right now, but that's okay. It also recycles Boss, which I probably won't be able to win because she probably won't bench another Eldegoss, but okay. She just immediately gives up, which I'm not surprised, right? Like her start was awful and my start it wasn't the best start ever, but it was also pretty decent, you know? It was definitely pretty decent, and getting 4 prizes by turn 2, recovering off of that when you have 2 Charmanders and the Dedenne down, probably gonna be a little problematic, right? Probably going to be a little tough. Alright, we are going first, so no chance of using Volcanion to its maximum ability. However, we'll see what we are up against here. Looks like a station deck. It is actually Pikarom, which means having access to this Aurora Energy already is actually a pretty big deal. I won't be needing this guy. I will, however, be wanting the Rhyperior V, right? And then I can go ahead and attach the Aurora, I'll discard that, and then I can go ahead and find myself Crobat. Dedenne is always Dedenne for 6, Crobat is sometimes for 6, sometimes for less. That's why I'm choosing to go for Crobat here. Find Welder, I find Switch. This is all looking very, very beautiful. Heatran has a lot of potential, so I think from this hand, I want the Welder, right? Like, I have knockout on whatever is active next turn, if I get to keep my hand. So, getting rid of the Pokémon, that means I can't Dedenne change, that means I can't Crobat, but I have everything I need in my hand right now, so I think I'm gonna be okay. My opponent should aim to Marnie me, because I do have a big enough hand, but we'll see what she ends up setting up. The issue with this is that Heavy Rock Artillery, you can't use it the next turn. I have 4 switches, but I will need at least 1 switch to get back into this, right? So, well, not get back into it, sorry, get into the Rhyperior. So, I might save my Rock Wrecker attack. Like, next turn, what I might do is just drill run this, even though I will have the 4th energy on Rhyperior. And I just wait to use my 4 energy attack onto the Pikarom, my 1 KO attack onto the Pikarom. And Heatran will be very important because it also offers us a 1 KO option, right? So maybe I actually should have benched it at this point. This is the greens build of Pikarom though, so less likely to be Marnied, more likely to be reset stamped later on. So establishing a board where I cannot lose is going to be very important. But even like removing the energy is going to be a big deal. The issue is she probably plays hammers, so she can probably remove my Aurora Energy as well herself. And that could be a big problem for us. Doesn't look like that's going to happen this turn. We will be able to apply some pressure, but still a little bit scary, right? Still a little bit scary. Lose the Giant Hearth to the power plant, that's fine. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's fine. Do you see the Malolana? Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world, but we had such a beautiful hand. Now this hand it's less beautiful. It's still pretty good, but it's less beautiful for sure. Maybe if I had benched the Heatran, she wouldn't have Reset Stamped me. Okay, so definitely want to get the energy to Welder for 2. Right, I do have the switch, so I pretty much got everything I could have asked for. Definitely gonna switch, that much I know. The question is, what do I search for, if anything? I don't want to touch the energy, I want that for next turn. So I guess I discard the Pokégear, right? Okay, I'm gonna Pokémon them. I'm definitely not gonna use Milotic, right? I am certainly not going to use Milotic in this match. The double could be good. The Torkoal V could actually also be really good right here. Yeah, but Heatran gets a one-shot. Like, that's also a pretty big deal. So let's do that. Let's discard that, and then we'll drill run. Discarding the energy could be, well, it's nice rather. It's not could be nice. It's nice. It's nice for sure. We know she has Malolana. She probably has energy to attach, but we're 1 energy away from just one-shotting the Pikarom, right? The issue is afterwards we can't one-shot the Raichu, not with what we have right now. She could also choose to save the Malolana, though I don't see why you would. And that's the thing, like next turn we're gonna trade 3 for 2, right? That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna trade 3 prices. She's gonna full blitz for 150, I'll take a KO, and then she'll KO me with Raichu, and that's fine, right? I'm not immediately threatened. I have a few turns to repower up. She decides to go for the green, so you'd expect her to go for a switch, or to be patient and hope that I don't have boss, which is reasonable, right? It's reasonable that I won't have boss. It's reasonable that I wouldn't have boss at this point. Right. Okay, so there's a balloon. Didn't see what cards she got. Air balloon and quick ball. Okay. Quick ball probably will go for another Bolton, maybe. No, goes for the Coco. So maybe she didn't have energy. She was very aggressive with her discards early on. She had searched her deck before, so she did know Coco was available. Oh wow, wait, what? Okay, so I guess she's trying to have a follow-up KO on the Rhyperior that's not with Raichu, which makes sense, right? Definitely makes sense. Definitely makes sense. And yeah, like she's definitely not out of the woods yet. I mean, not out of the game at all. And it's this 3 for 2 exchange, right? Oof. Okay, so that's useful. Okay. What we do know is that she didn't attach energy from hand, right? Not much we do know. I think I still just Welder one, unfortunately. Okay, not the best, but I will be getting 3 prizes here, which is fantastic. Well, it's not fantastic, but it's good, right? And then we'll go Heavy Rock Artillery. Halfway there. Yeah, halfway there. Then Rhyperior will go down. Ooh, Welder from the prize cards is a big deal. Rhyperior from the prize cards. Now just give me an Aurora Energy and we'll be happy. Okay, I can't one-shot the Raichu, that's for sure. I could, however, Welder into this guy to finish off the the Boltund. I think that's probably what I'll have to end up doing. That's the second Malolana she's playing, so that's odd. It's odd that she's playing 2 Malolanas in this list because like decks are just so aggressive right now, right? So aggressive. Okay. Okay, we see the Guzmahala, so that will net her an energy, which now we see she did have big charm, speed, and power plant. Power plant definitely annoying. Definitely annoying. So yeah, I think my plan will be to take a go with Volcanion next turn. Because Raichu will be the only Pokemon she has in play, and therefore she would need energy plus boss to finish off my Heatran. And if she GXs my Volcanion, I am happy with that as well. So okay. Let's go Welder onto the active. I'm down my Fire Crystal, that's not good. That's a good top deck. Or a good card to find. I will Reset Stamp here. And then kinda like this guy. I wanna save the Eldegoss. No, I definitely wanna save the Eldegoss. Oh, I do have 2 Fire Crystals, never mind. Okay. I wanna save the Eldegoss because that's guaranteed Welder, basically. The Rhyperior, like it could be useful, but it's not great if I don't attach an energy to it, so I feel like I'll just get rid of it here. I'll grab the 2 fires. I haven't attached energy for turn, so I can't do that. I'm gonna attach it to a Dubwool just in case, and then we'll just high heat blast. So we take 2 more prizes. My event says I have a good deck. Oh, and I get that. Okay, so what happens now? If she... Oh, no. Did I know she had greens in hand? I probably did, didn't I? Okay, she's down 1 stamp. Maybe she prized the other one. We get stamped to 1. I mean, the thing is, if she GXs the Volcanion, then her damage output becomes very little, right? Very little. And the thing is, she's gonna be at 4 prizes. She's definitely gonna be at 3 prizes, rather. So she's gonna have to take 2 more knockouts. And what I can do is, I can GX for 100 damage on the Raichu, and then, or even 150, and then potentially just win with Revenge Blast. We'll see, because, well, I don't know how many stadiums she plays. It's gonna be an interesting close. Ooh, Reset Stamp and Switch, okay. Yeah, so we're getting stamped to 1, as expected. Because yeah, Quick Ball, discarding energy, interestingly enough, for the Boltund. I mean, that opens up a possibility to go boss KO on that guy instead of having to go through this. We'll see. I mean, it entirely depends on what we draw. And that Eldegoss is just like incredibly lucky. Incredibly lucky, because now I'm guaranteed to attack with double. I believe I have 2 fires, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I have 2 fires. I think I unlocked it from the prize cards. Okay, we see the retreat into a Boltund and wait, what? Okay, well, we'll definitely take that. We will definitely, because that means now I win. I got super lucky off the stamp to 1 for sure. Super lucky off of the stamp to 1. Because I basically drew the win. Right? I drew the win. Sure, I'll absorb the energy. I still have my GX attack for 1 second. I thought I didn't have my GX attack left. I had energy to attach even if the Raichu had been active, so it would have dealt 300 damage. So solid win. Yeah, solid win right here. Solid win. Let's find another match. Did the energy removal matter in the end? No, the damage did matter. Right? The damage on the Bolton did matter. Trading 3 for 2 is always nice. So yeah, it ended up working out pretty nicely. Ended up working out pretty nicely. Okay. So the Dedenne start, never a good thing, especially with this hand. Especially with this hand. And it seems like we're up against a metal deck, right? Based on that and maybe even the coin. We see a Rosa. So are we up against Decidueye? It's the only deck that plays Rosa lately, right? It's the only deck that plays Rosa. Okay, so we are up against Decidueye. Okay. So the game's gonna come down to if they have big parasol or not. If they do, then they win. Otherwise, we can still win, right? We can still win with Torkoal, you know? Torkoal or Rhyperior removing energy. So that's gonna be the plan, hopefully. My Heatran is prized. Oh my god. Why do I prize my Heatran in the most important situation? Well, I missed that, so it doesn't matter. I also missed that one, so actually it doesn't matter. I can't Static Shock. I can't paralyze the the Obstacle, right? To stop it from attacking. Maybe that's gonna be the play. Like, if I don't KO him, I was about to say it's gonna be difficult for him to get into the rare candy, but never mind. Never you mind. Okay, this is just one of those unplayable hands where no matter what you're up against, no matter who you are, right? No matter who you are, he just like, I'm a pure basic deck that is dead drawing, and my opponent is a stage 2 deck that just gets the raw rare candy into attack, into everything, so a little rough, The Welder's useful, right? The Welder is useful. Like, we get as best of a hand as we could have hoped for, right? As best of a hand as we could have hoped for. We're gonna grab the Torkoal. Gonna discard the Pokégear. Okay, so now my opponent will be in trouble if he ends up not having the Parasol, right? If he ends up not having the Parasol. I'm just gonna attach the Fire, and sure, my Dedenne can go down. It's fine. I'm okay with that. My opponent should be very scared now. If he doesn't find a big Parasol to stop my effect of discarding energies, he's gonna be in trouble. And wow, this seems to be a pure Obstacle deck for some reason. No energy attachment is fantastic, so I won't be doing any damage, but that's okay. And with the boss, I can actually just chase the energies wherever they go. Okay, I'm gonna discard one Aurora for fires. That helps me thin. I don't wanna discard the Aurora just yet. And no damage, but we'll send a passive aggressive happy face. Passive aggressive happy face. Scoop up mat. That's fine. Okay, so I definitely want to chase whoever he attaches energy to. Kinda want a boss. Unless that happens, that's fine. Okay, so in an ideal world, I would have, yeah, oh, that Rhyperior. Now that could cost me. I need to find that Rhyperior, and I lose the boss as well. Okay, well, this is pretty decent. This is pretty decent, actually. I can still get the Rhyperior, I get the Giant Hearth, and I get the Crobat. Actually, we'll see. Oh, that guarantees me Welder. Wow, that's fantastic. Okay. So we'll get the Rhyperior, which I do want to continue the energy removal theme, right? I'll do that. I'll do that. Okay. So definitely want to get rid of that. I need my Aurora Energies. That's what I need. I have 2 of them left. And therefore, I can get rid of the Dubwool for Eldegoss. I can go Welder onto the Rhyperior. Like, it's all about removing energies, you know, making my opponent whiff. That's all that matters right here. And that is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful to see. And we'll just Team Crush. Okay, seems like we have recovered. We went from mulling over the fact that we didn't have Heatran to being in a pretty decent spot. Best case scenario for my opponent is he goes attack me for 90. And then that's fine, because then I just remove the 2 energies again. Unless he has a big Parasol, right? Unless he has a big Parasol. If he has a big Parasol, then that's gonna be game over, right? That is going to be game over. See the Rosa. Okay, so he can't search for big Parasol and a switching card, in case he's missing that. If he's not playing big Parasol, then I don't see how my opponent can win. Just can't keep up with the attachments, right? So we'll see. I guess we'll find out. Excuse me. I had to sneeze. Okay. So we see the Sableye. Oh. Okay, so we're getting knocked out right here. We are getting knocked out, but like I said, like my opponent is energy-less, right? My opponent will be energy-less. And I can just Rock Wrecker, or I can Heavy Rock Artillery this guy for the return KO. And then hopefully get closer to a boss to chase the energies on the obstacle. Okay, so Torkoal does go down. My opponent is at 2 prizes, so our Reset Stamp will also be a very welcome card to see. Okay, but for now, we'll just promote that guy. The boss? No, this is the threat, right? This is a threat right here. So we're just gonna, there's the boss that I want for next turn, right? There's the boss that I want for next turn. I'll go ahead and reinforce away the Victini. Just no more fires left in the deck. Oh, Eldegoss is already down, so I can't Eldegoss for boss. I do have 3 bosses though, so even if I get Marnied, I should be able to find boss. Right? Even if my opponent Barneys, I should Barneys. Marnies. I combine boss and Marnie. Even if my opponent Marnies with an M, you can't Barney. Barney doesn't exist. Even if my opponent Marnies, like I have the Dedenne and I have 2 other bosses in the deck, so I have a chance. I don't know if I would get it or not, but I have a chance to find it, right? Okay, so we see the Zigzagoon. See the attachment. There's the Barney. Imagine a card, Barney. Boss and Marnie at the same time. That would be so broken. Okay, well, we're definitely Dedenne changing. We're definitely Dedenne changing. Sucks that I shuffled my deck because I'm closer to the 2 bosses than having the other boss, but it's okay. Like I have 3 bosses, 22 cards left. That doesn't help me at all. That doesn't help me at all. I guess in case he played some sort of energy removal, I should just do that. And then let's just Dedenne change, right? I have 1 Dedenne right here, 3 bosses. Come on, boss. Yes, let's go. Okay, boss with a Reset Stamp too. which is fantastic. Boss with a Reset Stamp KO and a Volcanion discard, just to get rid of excess cards. So 80 damage, not weak, but that's okay. Obviously not going to attach to this Obstagoon again. I generally thought Obstagoon was weak to fighting. Okay, so this is the turn where I think I should try and get another boss and get a KO on the Zigzagoon. Because I don't know if he has Rosa or not. Discarding one energy is just not. Actually, no, I shouldn't. Because then I have enough targets, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna drill run here. One of the two cards might be Rosa, but I have exactly 2 balls to get 2 prizes. Exactly 2 balls to get 2 prizes. Yeah, that means Rosa. That 100% means Rosa. So I need my 2 bosses to get 2 prizes. Yeah, and I'm in a little bit of a rush here to get them. Because he has access to infinite energy with that Brilliant Forest. He plays 2 Brilliant Forests. Okay. Okay, so this guy can take another hit, however, that's not good enough. Do I save the Reset Stamp? No, I need to maximize my draws. I also need to save the Rhyperior. So sure. Well, you know what? I'll leave these 2 on there, just in case. My opponent says well played, so that means he got boss. Well, I didn't get my other boss. It's still in the top in the 5 cards, right? So I don't know what that well played meant. Oh. Nice Ericas. Okay, so my play might be to Welder onto the Eldegoss. I believe I have 1. No, I don't have an Aurora Energy left. Okay, puts back the Zigzagoons and the energies. Gets rid of Sableye. Attaches energy to the Obstagoon, scoop up nets, and that's a game. Unless my opponent... Yeah. That's the game. Unless he makes it... Doing that is extremely annoying. Yeah, don't be that person. Is there any way? No, the Sableye KO on the Torkoal is what did it for him. I could have tried to paralyze with the Dedenne, but I'm down all my Auroras, so maybe I should have... No, like, I mean, planning for that, attaching an Aurora preemptively to that, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think there's a way. I do not think there's a way, unless he misplays, right? Unless he misplays. And benches something else. He clearly thinks he has 1, right? So maybe that makes him overconfident. If he were at 3 prizes and I could force him to bench a 6-7 to get this KO, or like tempt him. No, but he researches the Jirachi. We know he has 6 seconds. It's down to 6 cards. Is there any universe where I can... no, right? There's no universe, like I have no more energy left. No, I don't think there is any universe where I can win here. Like where he decks out before I do. I don't think there is. Like it would come down to a major misplay from him, right? And this is just like as hard as an out of loss as it gets. Oh my god. Oh, he's looking for the boss, right? Yeah, he's just looking for the boss. Yeah, so he has win now. Because he was down all the scoop up nets, but he has switch and he has the boss, right? He has switch and he has the boss. So he just goes boss, 6 second drop, KO that guy or that guy. It works either way. He's probably sending messages right now. Yeah, he must have a switch left, right? Obviously he does. Yeah, he has 2 switches left. So now he's just being like annoying and fancy. Annoying to play against that deck and an annoying person to play against, right? Someone who's cocky and sends preemptive well played. Not very nice. But yeah, that will be all from me. Thanks so much for watching this Welder box deck. Don't forget to like, it really helps out the channel. Rough matchup, that Sableye out of the blue is what did it for him. He didn't have the big parcel, surprisingly. So he's cocky and his list is not great, but hey, he was able to create that win condition where he drew that Erikas and found his last scoop of net. So yeah, that will be all from me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, it really helps out, and I will see you in our next video. Bye!